Yo, 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 it's your boy TJ. And I have to admit, Facebook done shut your brother down, done shut a brother down. Word. Like, it is crazy. I put up a post talking about, my shit is down? I put up a post talking about, out of everybody that the government has went after, how come it never went after the KKK? You know, because from what history shows, that it was the KKK that did most of the destroying. It was mostly the KKK that was tearing people's lives apart. But yet, we don't hear nothing about the government going after the KKK. Is it because that the KKK is the government? Let's think about this. Let's think about it. I've never seen a group of people that has never been looked at. Honestly, I've never seen a bunch of people that literally got away with hurting other people, but the KKK. So, enlighten me. I'm gonna need some people to enlighten me so that way I know. So that way I know I'm not bugging. You know what I'm saying? I want to know that I'm not bugging. So talk to me, people. I'm out here. I'm up. Talk to me. Let me know what's on your mind. Talk to me. Because I don't get it. I don't get it. The government went after Martin Luther King. The government went after Malcolm X. The government went after everybody that was promoting positivity for people. Nah, I got hair. I got hair. My thing is, why haven't the government went after the most powerful people that's in control of this whole government? And I know what y'all saying. You don't? Well, hair is overrated. I have a lot of hair and I just don't like getting haircuts. So my whole thing is, people, why haven't the president or the government went after the most powerful, most hated group in the world, which is the KKK? Now, they went after Martin Luther King, they went after Malcolm X, they went after everybody that stood for positivity. Don't worry, you could always get the hair shaved off your back, or you go to a wax place and they'll rip that shit off. But my thing is, when is the government don't run the people. It is the people that runs the government. Think about it. That's what the Constitution was about. The Constitution was about, that's for the ladies. My man, he know ladies like hair, so he said, yeah, rub my back, shorty. I feel you. Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing, people. I had 11 people up here, and it dropped down to 5 once I started talking about the KKK and why the government I got to do a whole lot of work back here, man. Look at that. You embrace the monk within you. I feel you, player. What I'm saying to the people is we have to pull together. We got to stop fighting against one another. You see what Trump is doing. Y'all see what Trump is doing. Trump is trying to get the military to turn his guns on the people. You're from Israel? Cool. Cool. What do you feel about the issues in Israel? Because Trump is the worst president that I've ever seen. Trump is the worst. Now, he's getting nations to fight against each other. You understand? Now, no disrespect, but then Trump want to bring in the Bible and all this religious shit. I can understand that. Surely I can. But let's get one thing straight. Who are the real Jews? You can't you can't deny it. You can't deny it because this is why exactly. And Trump know what he doing. Trump know what he's doing. If he can get people to fight instead of pulling together, then he already got divide and conquer already in there. So my thing is, why not people go against the people that deserve to be shut down? Like this government, Trump and this government right now is a bunch of bullies. That's all the United States was built off of, was from bullying people. Brother man, can you please pass this? Share this. The government in America is known for bullying people. Don't believe me? Read American history. China has never invaded a country. Africa never invaded a country. Japan never invaded a country. Ireland never invaded a country. Palestine never invaded a country. But Trump has somehow went around the world threatening people to do as he say or it's going to be a problem. That's crazy. Yes, I know that song. We got to pull together. My name is TJ. Please share this live, this stream. I want us to be the one to pull together where the government cannot do nothing with us. We are people. We're not cattle. We're not some sort of toy that you can wind up, take away, play with, and all that shit. Like, it's a shame that everybody now today is on some smoking and drinking, but nobody is on some we gotta do better. Nobody. Except the first one. Yeah, they songs was alright. Al, what is? What it is. So my thing is, as a people, we gotta come together. The president is trying to turn the troops on us. He sent now peep game, speaking of the troops, ISIS. Yo, how you doing? Chilling. ISIS is not even part of any law enforcement. Oh shit. That looks like not well. That's cute. Yeah. Thank you.
I'll take it back if you don't want it.
That's cute. I got a collection of blades. This is cute. How your mom's doing?
Good.
Hey baby.
Except there's this one person, my mom's ex-boyfriend,
Uh-huh.
she keeps thinking that he keeps going in his room and stealing weed and stuff.
Out of her room?
Yeah. And her ex-boyfriend's girlfriend that he cheated on her with. Keeps like, I don't know, making fun of her and stuff.
Oh.
And you overhear them over the street saying that she's in her room.
Well, tell your mom if you want me to beat him up, just say, I'll go to the house. There's nothing. There's nothing.
When I found this on my way here.
That's good luck. Gotta love the teens. Gotta love the kids, boy. But thank you. I appreciate that. So my thing is, Trump is trying to get the military to turn his guns. Now, according to the Constitution, we supposed to be able to overthrow the government. According to the Constitution, we supposed to be able to stand up and say whatever we want. Now, what type of president is going to go around the world and demand half of everything that the people in Africa are making? Half of everything that the people in Palestine is making. You're cutting off medical supplies. You're cutting off food. You got ISIS in this country separating the children from their mother and their fathers, putting the kids in zip ties, putting them in concentration camps, so that way the immigrants, as they call it, will be able to maintain, the farms that has no workers. So there's nobody working on the farms to picking no fruits, vegetables, nothing. So now, what ISIS is doing, if you're a Mexican or an immigrant, whatever the fuck they want to call you, they want to send you to these concentration camps. You heard of Gator Island? That is a jail that's built for immigrants that's surrounded by a lake or water filled with alligators. Now, here's the thing about it. Who's to say kids ain't being taken there? Who's to say that these people that's being brought there deserve to be there? Trump has fucked up everybody's lives. Everybody's lives. Trump has made it where people are doubting themselves. So, with all this going on, the real question that the people should ask, out of 25,000 kids that's being kidnapped and missing, how come you don't have nothing that can find these children? How? With all these kids being snatched, 25,000 kids a year. Now that number has never dropped and has never raised. So explain to me, how can you have a country that develops cameras that can look through a wall, but you can't find 25,000 kids that's being snatched unless the government has something to do with it? Think about it. Y'all are making nuclear weapons. Y'all got cameras that sees infrared, but you don't have nothing that'll find these missing children. How is that, people? How is that even possible? So I want y'all to think, man. I really want y'all to think. We're being set up. Because this is what the government does. They get the people all riled up and scared so that way the people can depend on the government. Now, when it came to 9/11, who you think set them bombs off? It wasn't Bin Laden. It wasn't. Oh, I see everybody dropped, huh? But that's cool. It was from Bin Laden. Bin Laden never dropped no fucking bomb. That was the president, you see. That was the United States that did this shit. This will be the second time they tried to hit the Twin Towers. Remember, the first time they put the bombs in the wrong place. The second time, it was a controlled blast because I've been part of demolition in construction. When it's a controlled blast, it sections down. Nothing tilted over, nothing fell off. That building was made to withstand earthquakes, strong winds, and anything that'll have the ground shaking. But yet, the government got on the television and said it was terrorist attack, and everybody ran with that shit. Do you want to know why they killed Omar Gaddafi? Do you want to know why they killed Bin Laden and Saddam Hussein? I'ma tell you. They killed them because they was about to come together and put Africa under $1, under one flag. Now, just like Captain Ibrahim Traore, he put Africa on the map. But Omar Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, let's start with Omar Gaddafi. What was his crime? You know what his crime was? He gave everybody in his country free electricity, free homes. He gave them cars if you're homeless. And he gave them money to start out. It'd be what, $5,000, $10,000? If you was a newlywed, you got a new home, a new car, and startup money. Free electricity and free homes? The United States couldn't have that. Because if they would have put Africa under $1, one flag, that would have made the United States go bankrupt. And the United States knows that. That's why the United States had to get him out of the way. So they killed him. Saddam Hussein, he did the same thing. He was willing to get everybody together and come together. They killed him. Y'all not seeing a pattern here? Y'all not seeing how the United States, anytime somebody come up with a good way for people to live, a good way for people to save money, that way they won't have to spend every dime they get out of their pocket, the United States steps in the way. The United States makes it hard for the American man to make a living for his family. This is why they killed Omar Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, because they was giving African people free electricity, free homes. And the United States couldn't stand that. Because if it's free, now how many black people from America will move to Africa, knowing that the homes is free, the electricity is free. Electricity is free, excuse me. So that means the black athletes will leave, the black artists, the singers, the rappers. Where would that leave America? And then on top of that, while the money's going back to Africa, that will make Africa the first national superpower. So that means Russia, China, they all had to come through, right? Why? Because African land have everything from gold, silver, um, 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 and what is the name of that metal? Lithium. Lithium. They have found and mine a lithium mine. You know them lithium batteries that be in the motor scooters? There you go. Lithium is high money. It's in high demand. And the United States can't stand that Captain Ibrahim Traore told them cats, you can't dig in Africa no more. You gotta leave. They kicked France and England all out. You gotta leave. You're not digging in our gold mine. What did the United States do? Trump goes over there. Yeah, we need 60% of everything you make. Captain Ibrahim Traore told Trump, kiss my ass. I don't bow down to you. Y'all gonna bow down to me. So what happened? What happened? China, North Korea, Russia, the major players with nuclear bombs out their ass, the major players with an arsenal that has set this whole planet ablaze, is backing up Africa. And I want y'all to think about that. I put together, well, me and Miss King put together the House of King and Queens. Now, what we do is we protect women and children from domestic violence, sexual abuse. This is what we do. You understand? So we do what the police can't do. And, most people think that's good, that we have an organization that does that. Most people think it's good. Others, they not too quite fond of it. Do I care? Nah. My major issue is to make sure the kids and the females are okay. Because without the females, there is no baby making. Without the kids, there is no joy in this world. Everything will be sad and miserable. Think about it, people. Think about it. Now, at the end of the day, and only at the end of the day, y'all have to make a decision. What is more important? Getting on video and making people believe that you're millionaires and that life is all grand? Or are you willing to stand up, stop being scared, and fight for a cause? Because if you believe everything, you'll fall for everything. You got to stick to one thing and believe in it, even if it's believing in yourself. Believe that you can make a change. Believe that life is never going to stay the same. Believe that joy, justice, and freedom is the way we're supposed to live. We can't live unless we fight for our living. We can't be free unless we fight for our freedom. Now, with everything I done explained to you, the turmoils of the government, how they not going after the KKK, how black and Spanish people are the targets, I want y'all to ask yourselves, am I lying about this? I want you to ask yourself. Matter of fact, I want you to go on, if you have a kid, I want you to go in the room and look at your son or your daughter and think, if I died today or tomorrow, would they be safe? Would they have the know-how to survive? Because 9 out of 10, from what I've been seeing on the Facebook, Instagram, you're not teaching your kids to survive. You're teaching your kids to be targets. You're not teaching your kids to think. You're teaching them to believe whatever they want to believe instead of believing in what they should believe in. You don't teach your kids any mannerism. So when they go outside and they say or do the wrong thing and they get locked up or killed, the first thing y'all say, not my baby. Why me? Because we have been bamboozled to thinking that we can do and say whatever we want without no consequences. Let me tell you how the government fool everybody. When you get locked up, when you get locked up, how many points it takes before they send your ass away for life? How many points? Since everybody's a thug and everybody's a smart ass, how many points does it take before the courts send you away for life? And if you don't believe me, you can Google it. 7. 7 or 9 points. When all your cases add up to 7 to 9 points, they have a right to send you away for life. 25 to life, most likely. They do the point system in the courts. They do the point system. You'll get a point here, maybe for being drunk in public. You get a point here, maybe it's for vulgar language. I'm just saying. Now, if you're a drunk driver, that's 3 points. You catch an assault case, that's 4 or 5 points. It's crazy, right? The American people is nothing but profit. That's all we are. Profit. The government makes it where we are profit. If you look up the definition of America, you will see the definition of America is corporation. What do you need in a corporation? Workers. What is the American people? Workers. Our kids is not going to be safe in this world if we don't teach them. Our kids ain't going to have the know-how unless we show them. our kids will be able to be fooled by anything because the world don't care for them. We gotta care for them. We're their parents, we're their guardians, and we're their protectors. Some of y'all might be 20, 25, not knowing what the fuck it means to be a protector for your family. For a man, it means you will give your life for your wife, you will give your life for your children. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. You either going to protect them as a man or you're not. And if you're not going to protect them as a man, then you shouldn't be bitching and moaning when your woman finds somebody who will. This world is not for the weak at heart. This world is for survivors. This world is for warriors. This fight against the government is for thinkers. Why do you think the food that we eat is very unhealthy? It's very unhealthy. Too much ramen noodles and you got yourself a cardiac arrest, a heart attack. They have so many ingredients in the littlest shit. I don't even listen. I fast every now and again because I don't eat the processed food. I can't eat the processed food. My body does not agree with it. I don't. Well, yeah, I don't drink. I can say that. So when people be glorifying, yeah, I'm getting fucked up. Why you think they put alcohol stores, weed stores all in the projects? Because as long as they keeping us drunk and high, they do not worry about us. White people got a rule. The government got a rule. As long as the Negro is silly, you got to keep the Negro silly. Because once the Negro starts to think, starts to feel, and starts to act on their thinking, they said the Negro becomes a dangerous man. Think about it. I'm not coming up here for no clout. I'm coming up here to give you awareness. I'm coming up here to show you somebody is showing love for you and your family. This is TJ, House of the King and Queens, and I'm out. Shit. Okay. Nobody ain't gonna say nothing? Nobody feels any type of way? Huh? All right. Well, I was hoping somebody would feel a certain kind of way. I was hoping somebody would say something. But if y'all don't have nothing to say, I understand. Y'all have a great and blessed day.